Hello and welcome to my lecture series for Control System 1. Myself, Suman Ghosh, Assistant Professor, Department of Electrical Engineering, Guru Nanak Institute of Technology, Kolkata. This lecture series is designed for 5th semester BTech Electrical Engineering student. This particular PPT is moduled for lecture 9 and lecture 10. And these are the contents of lecture 9 and 10. In lecture 9, we will discuss on signal flow graph, that is SFG, Mason's gain formula and some related workout problems. And in lecture 10, we will discuss on construction of signal flow graph from block diagram and some workout problems. Now moving to our next slide, that is what is signal flow graph, SFG. Now we all know that block diagrams gives a pictorial representation of a control system. But in signal flow graph, there is no block summing point, rather takeoff point. The elimination of these points are achieved by presenting the variables by points, that is called nodes. And in signal flow graph, the transfer function will termed as transmittance is called as transmittance, which is represented by a line that is called branch. A signal on the branch travels in the direction of an arrow indicated on the branch. Now suppose, take one example. Here this is the block diagram. Here A12 is the transfer function, where x1 is the input, x2 is the output. So we can write x2 is equal to A12 into x1. Now if we represent this block diagram as a signal flow graph like this, then we just represent input and output, that is x1 and x2, as a node. Here x1 and x2 is represented as a node, small circle, and the block diagram, transfer function of this block diagram is represented by a small arrow going from input to output with a small arrow, and this transfer function is here called as a transmittance. Here let us take one example. Here one signal flow graph is given, from where we have to write these three equations. Okay, now if we see this diagram, then we can see that now one more thing, signal flow graph SFG, value of SFG at a point is the value of the all incoming signal, not the outgoing signal. Summation of all incoming signal, not the summation of outgoing signals. We will not consider the outgoing signals in the calculation of value of a signal flow graph. Now suppose if we calculate the value of x6, then we have to see the number of branches connected with the node x6. Here from x1 one branch, from x2 one branch, and from x3 another branch. These three branches is connected with x6, but this branch and this branch, these two branches are the outgoing branch from x6. So when we consider the value of x6, when we calculate the value of x6, we will consider only these 3 branches which is incoming to x6, not these 2 branches which is outgoing. So we can write x6 as x1 into a16 plus x2 into a26 plus x3 into a36. This will be the value of total x6. Now what will be the value of x4? x4 is equal to x6 into a64. That is the value of x4 will be the incoming signal value to the x4, that is a64 into x6. And what will be the value of x5? And x5 will be x6 into a65. Now in the next problem here here 4 equations are there: x2, x3, x4, x5. These 4 equations are there. If we see carefully these 4 equations, then you can see there are 5 nodes. That is x1, x2, x3, x4 and x6. x4 and x5. There are 5 nodes. Now what will be the value of x2? x2 is a12. a12 means transmittance of the line which is connected, transmittance of the branch which is connected in between node 1 and node 2, that is x1 and x2. So in between x1 and x2, a12 will be there, and x3. So a32 into x3, a32 into x3. So a32 means signal is coming from node 3 to node 2. Signal is coming from node 3 to node 2. So the multiplication of a12 into x1 plus a32 into x3 will be the value of x2. Okay. Similar way, we just represent the equation in signal flow graph. In x3, 2 incoming signal will be there, a23 into x2 and a34 into x4. So like this way we will represent these 4 equations in this signal flow graph. Now before going to our main topic, that is Mason's gain formula, there is some terminologies in the signal flow graph. Now first terminology is, what is node? It is a system variable which adds all the incoming signals. That is called node, which adds all the incoming signals. Now what is branch? Where 2 nodes are connected by a directed line. Directed line means there is an arrow. So that is called branch. Now what is input node or source? It is the node which has only outgoing branches. No incoming branches will be there. So that is input node or source. What is output node or sink? It is the node which has only incoming signal. No outgoing signal is there. That is output node. What is mixed node? There all incoming and outgoing signals are present. That is called mixed node. What is forward path? It is the path which originates from the input node and terminates at the output nodes, along which no node is traversed more than once. That is forward path. So you have to keep in mind that when we consider the forward path, there will be no node which is traversed more than once. Okay, that is called forward path. Now, what is loop? It is the special type of path which originates and terminates at the same node. But with traveling the path, there is no node travel more than once. That is a loop. What is self loop? It is the path which originates and terminates on the same node. Non-touching loop. Two loops are said non-touching if they have no common nodes. If there is any common nodes, then it is a touching loop. We'll see this type of loops in our examples. Now, how we calculate the transfer function from this signal flow graph. So if we want to calculate the transfer function from this type of signal flow graph, then we have to use this Mason's gain formula. Now what is Mason's gain formula? The overall transmittance of the signal flow graph between the source node and sink node is given by T, that is the overall transfer function, is equal to 1 by delta summation of k pk delta k, where k is the number of forward path, pk is the gain of the kth forward path, t is the overall transfer function, and delta is the determinant of the SFG, that is signal flow graph. Now we can calculate delta by using this formula, that is 1 minus sum of the all individual loop gain plus sum of the loop gain products of the all possible combination of two non-touching loops minus sum of the loop gain products of all possible combination of three non-touching loops plus ... like this way it will continue. Now, how delta will be calculated for a particular problem we will discuss elaborately in our problems. Now, for this formula, just look delta k. Delta k is the part of delta not touching the kth forward path. Now, moving to our example 1, very important. Listen carefully. Here some equations is there. X2 is equal to x1 plus 3x3, x3 is equal to 2x2 plus 4x3, and x4 is equal to 6x1 plus 2x3, and x5 is equal to 7x4. From these four equations, just draw the signal flow graph. We all know how the signal flow graph is drawn from this type of equations. Now here we have to apply Mason's gain formula to find the overall transfer function of the system. Now first of all, we have to determine the number of forward path present in the system. Now what is the definition of forward path? Now, the definition of forward path is the path by which we can travel from input node to the output node without traveling any node more than once. So here x1 is the input node and x5 is the output node. Because x1 has only outgoing signal, that's why it is called input node, and x5 has only incoming signal, that's why it is called output node. Now number of forward path. Number of forward path by which we can travel from x1 to x5. We can move or we can travel x1 to x5 in which path? If we consider this path, then we can travel from x1 to x5. So this is one forward path. So this is one forward path. And this is another forward path. Here, this is another forward path. Now, if we consider this, here x3 node is travel more than once. If we travel like this, then here x3 is travel more than once. So this is not our forward path. So here only two forward path is there. One is this and another one is this. So here number of forward path, that is k is equal to 2. So our equation become t is equal to 1 by delta summation of k pk delta k, where k is equal to 2. So here we can get t is equal to 1 by delta p1 delta 1 plus p2 delta 2. Now what will be the value of p1, p2, delta 1, delta 2 and delta? Now p1. Now what is p1? P1 means transmittance of path 1. This is our path 1. So the transmittance of the path 1 we have to multiply. So here 1, 2, 2 and 7. The transmittance of the path 1 is 1, 2, 2 and 7. So we have to multiply 1, 2, 2 and 7. So we get 27. So this is our P1. And P2 is the transmittance of the path 2. So this is our path 2 and the transmittance of path 2 is 6 and 7. So we have to multiply, that will come 42. Number of individual loops. Here 2 loops are present. This is one loop, this is one loop and this is one self loop. So here 2 loops are present. So if this is loop 1, then L1 will be transmittance of the loop 1, that is 2 into 3, 6, and transmittance of the loop 2, that is this, that will come 4. So according to Mason's gain formula, delta is equal to 1 minus sum of the individual loop gain products of the all possible combination of two non-touching combination of loops. So 1 minus L1 plus L2 are the individual loops. So 1 minus summation of individual loop transmittance of, so L1 plus L2. Here 1 minus sum of the individual loop gain. So 1 minus sum of the individual loop gain means L1 plus L2. Now here sum of the loop gain products of all possible combination of two non-touching. So we have to calculate first, is there any non-touching loop present or not? If there is no non-touching loop, then of these terms will be 0. All these terms will be 0. So in our figure 2 loops are present. This is one loop and this is one loop, and these 2 loops are connected through x3. So there is a common node. So these 2 loops are touching. So these terms will be 0 for example 1. So delta will be, after calculation, delta will be minus 9. And next we have to calculate delta k, the part of delta not touching the kth forward path. Now delta 1 means for this path, For this path, is there any non-touching loop present? No. These two loops both are touched with this path 1. So there is no non-touching loop with path 1. So delta 1 will be 1. And for delta 2, these two loops are non-touching. So delta 2 will be 1 minus L1 plus L2. So it will come minus 9. So after calculation, by using this formula, we will get transfer function is equal to 350 by 9. So this is all for our today's class. In our next class, we will discuss some more example using Mason's-Kane formula, and then we will go to our signal flow graph representation from block diagram and one more example. So thank you so much. Thank you for watching.